I've been putting off making this video forever because my house is always noisy, it's never tidy, and that's what happens when you've got a couple of kids. So let's be honest, it's never going to happen unless I just get started. Hey guys, it's David at Eden-Sangwell here from Bartender HQ and various other things that you might have seen me on. And I've been wanting to get my YouTube channel back up and running for quite a long time, and I really want to start talking a lot more for bartenders about how to start a personal brand as a bartender, how to really kind of make the most of what you know as a bartender. And there's a huge number of people that have got in touch with me over the years, since Bartender HQ started especially, who wanted to know how they can get that job that they've always wanted, how they can move up, how they can get out of the country they live in and work somewhere else in the world. Now, I'm one of those people that has actually been able to do that, and it's not through anything that I specifically planned. I didn't have a specific, this is how I'm going to do it, this is my grand scheme at the beginning, but a lot of the things that happened to me, I kind of fell into. And I think that's okay, but if you really want the results, then you can put a little bit of planning in place, which will help you to get to where you want to. I've got to where I want to be now. I'm not working day to day in bars, but I work in bars a couple of days a week, and the rest of the week I actually still work in the bar industry. So I'm still making use of the network that I have, and the network is one of the things that is vital to getting what you want out of the bar industry. So we're going to talk about it. The main reason that I'm not bartending full-time these days is I've got a family, I've got a house. This is my home that we bought a few years back, and we will be paying off in the next few years. I've got two brilliant kids, Ollie and Ted, which is a big chunk of why the place is never going to be tidy. But you know what? It's important more to actually get the content out to you guys than to worry about this bottle that lives here, and the fact that my couch is going to be a mess, and that there's a bit of noise in the background from the kids playing. They're happy. You know, we have a lot of challenges with the kids. My eldest son, Ollie, has got autism. My youngest son, Ted, has got leukemia. So we've got a lot going on with them. My wife runs a dance school. But at the end of the day, you've just got to do. And not really worry about the rubbish that goes on around you and the little distractions. You have to get the work done. If you don't, if you dwell on what's going on, nothing's going to work. So as I sit here in my pajamas on the couch talking to you guys, this is going to be like the first of my new YouTube videos. They are not going to be as polished. They are going to be more just casual chatting. Well, I'm going to take you on some of the journeys that I go on as I'm working with ODK, which is my day job. So I'm out and about every day meeting bartenders and people in the industry from around the country and talking about bars and stuff. And that is kind of the dream for me. Like, I get to spend every day essentially helping bartenders because I genuinely believe that the products that we've got are good. That's the thing. I would not be doing this job if I didn't believe in the product. I think authenticity, I know this is going to sound so cheesy and everyone's talking about authenticity these days, but at the end of the day, it comes down to the fact of if you don't believe in what you're selling, then that is kind of selling out. I don't believe... Hey, Ted, how you doing?
A bucket.
It is a bucket. You want your iPad?
Yes.
So yeah, get used to these guys featuring a little bit in the videos. Hope you get. This is life, and this is actually what you're gonna see. I'm not gonna sugarcoat stuff. I'm not going to hide things. This is what my life is. This is little Ted. He's going through a lot at the minute, but he's doing well. Leukemia sucks, cancer sucks. But he's going to be fine. We have every confidence. It's been a really rough start to the year, but little Ted, hey, say hi.
Hi.
Good boy. Oh, you're the best. Ted, and this is Ollie. Hey, Ollie.
Bibbo.
The Bibbo.
Bibbo.
I think I said video, but we're close. Here's the thing. If you want to do better as a bartender, if you want a career in this industry, whether it is becoming a better bartender, making better drinks, you can. And whether you want to get a better work-life balance, whether you want to go and work in a different country, that's what I want to help you with. If you've got any questions about how to do this, we will probably be covering them. Happy birthday to you. Change of angle. The shakiest video in the world. Now here is the thing. So if you want some advice on how to get further in the industry, if you want to know how to break out of your country, if you're living in a country where the wages aren't great, or you are wanting to go and work overseas, or you want to broaden your horizons, if you want to make a name for yourself in the bar industry, if you want to become awesome at cocktail competitions, if you want to become a world famous flair bartender, if you want anything to happen, if you just want to get paid more to do the job that you do already as a bartender, that is what I want to talk to you guys about, and that is what I want to help you guys to do and to get that job of your dreams. Now, over on bartenderhq.com, there are going to be some articles going up over the next week or so, which are going to be titled How to Get the Bartending Job of Your Dreams, Part X. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. So, probably a couple of years ago, I was working on an ebook that I was going to put out for sale. Basically, how to get the best bar job that you could ever want. How to get the bar job of your dreams. And I understand that the bar job of your dreams is not the same for everyone. Some people want to be a performer. Some people want to make awesome drinks. Some people want really low-key but beautiful service. Some people want to work in a 5-star Michelin-starred restaurant or something like that. Everybody has a different job of their dreams, but the way to get to it is the same regardless. You have to build your reputation. You have to build your personal brand, essentially. And personal brand is just a metaphor for your reputation as a person. That is what I'm going to help you to build, how to get your message out, how to communicate to not only your customers, your managers, and the bar industry as a whole. But there's people talking about personal brand out there all over the place. Gary Vaynerchuk is the guy that I have followed for a couple of years, 3-4 years, and he is the god of personal branding. But what he talks about is not necessarily specific to the bar industry. What I'm going to try and do is take his lessons and the other lessons that I see out there and kind of find a way to translate that, essentially, for bartenders and how to really relate it more specifically to the bar industry. Now, to give you my past, I have worked as a bartender since the year 2000, or worked in the bar industry and around the bar industry since the year 2000. It is now 2019, so I've been in the industry for coming up to 19 years. By the way, I apologise for the fact I have no voice. It is Sunday morning. Friday night, I was working the front bar in a TGI Fridays in Birmingham. Very, very noisy, very loud, and yes, indeed. And it has ruined my voice, so I sound a lot more husky and probably sexy than normal. But don't get used to that. I normally have a little bit more kind of squeak to my voice. I don't normally sound this good. So I started in the bar industry in 2000 while I was at university in Stafford. I grew up in Essex, which is on the southeast coast of England. I went to Staffordshire, which is right in the heart of the country, just above Birmingham. Went to university there, was studying product design engineering at Staffordshire University. Now, that campus, I was in Stafford a few weeks ago. That campus is gone now. The campus has become a technology park, I believe. My old halls of residence are still there, but I think they're being used for conferences and that sort of thing. While I was at university, I had a friend who was going to apply for a job in a nightclub. I drove her down because I was one of the few people on the campus with a car at the time, so I was kind of cool for that, but no other reasons at all. Drove her down to the nightclub. While I was there, fixed the nightclub's computers in the office, and this is like 2000, so we're talking like Windows 98 or Windows 95 or something they were running, and put up a cool wallpaper for them, Jennifer Lopez probably at the time. And got a job as a result of that, bar backing. So I was essentially glass collecting, it's called in the UK in most cases. It's a bar back if you're working in a better bar and you know what you're doing a little bit. So I was collecting glasses, running stuff in. Within a couple of weeks, I was on the bar because they were short. Within a few months of that, I was opening their bar downstairs. We had a guy called Aris, who was, I think, Greek. And he was one of these really cool Greek guys that's flipping the ice cubes out of the bar top ice coolers into the glasses. All the ladies loved him. I think it was probably more for his awesome long hair. than his ice cube glass. However, I obviously decided that it was all to do with that and decided that I needed to learn flair bartending. Did some research on the internet. Our university, I was super lucky, had one of the fastest internet connections in Europe. At the time, we were like right on the backbone of the internet, and that was in my halls, so amazing. So I was able to download videos, little clips, this is way pre-YouTube, and learn from those. These were like little postage stamp size things. I ordered training videos on VHS tape. This is how long ago we are talking. Watched them in my dorm rooms and was literally like practicing with empty bottles that I was taking home from work. At least learned to wrap them in tape quite quickly to reduce the amount of glass in my feet. And yeah, it was kind of the Scott Young videos. Now, I've been lucky enough to interview Scott Young from extremebartending.com on our podcast in the past. So I will link you to that up here or up here, whichever side it comes up on YouTube. After that, I moved back home, quit uni because I was far too into this whole bartending lifestyle. Moved back home, worked in Wetherspoons, which is one of the big kind of pub chains over here, and did some training there. Then came back up to Stafford because I'd already arranged with my friends where I was going to live in what would have been my third year at uni. So basically had a shared house and worked for Chicago Rock Cafe, did some competitions with them. Then moved over to TGI Fridays in 2003. TGI Fridays I stayed with for like 8 years until I got headhunted to move out to Dubai. I did some event work and stuff in the meantime. While I was at Fridays, originally I did 4 or 5 National Bartender Challenge finals at Master Bartender level, which involved a huge amount of stuff, which we will talk about in another video. My reputation in Fridays got me the gig in Dubai, essentially, so I was able to move out to Dubai, open a hotel there on the Palm for the One and Only group, spent about a year out there, then came back, and we will pick up that story later on. But this should give you a bit of an overview of where I'm coming from and how this stuff can work. And today, in this social media age that we are in, there is a huge amount of stuff that you can do with the phone that's in your pocket. Because I will be honest, I don't have fancy equipment. I have a nice microphone for when I'm recording podcasts. That's about it. Everything else comes out of my phone or old mobile phones, which actually become my B-roll cameras, spare cameras for other angles. I've produced some videos for bars for people like Sam, who is my occasional co-host on Bartender HQ, and also going to be my co-host on Booze and Bazinga, which we are resurrecting. Because just because you're a bartender doesn't mean you can't be into other stuff. Apologies if I keep looking away from the camera, by the way. As I said, I'm filming this on my phone, literally on the selfie camera, so that I can make sure I'm still in shot. I'm trying not to wobble the camera too much, but we might be able to take that out in the edit anyway. But yeah, what I'm going to talk to you about on this channel going forward is how you can tell your story. And telling your story as a bartender and what you're into, what you are passionate about, is one of the best ways that you can build the reputation in this industry. And I hope you'll join me on this journey. So hit like if you enjoyed this video and a little bit of my backstory. If you want to hear the rest of the story, let me know in the comments below. And there is a subscribe button there. It will really help me out. If we can get over 1,000 subscribers, I think we're around about 750 at the moment from all the stuff that I've done in the past. If we can get over that 1,000 subscriber mark, I'm able to do live streams, and therefore we'll be able to take your questions live and answer stuff for you. For now, again, I apologise for the background noise. We're not going to be making cinematic masterpieces on this channel. For the most part, we will play around with stuff as well. There will be stuff that you've not seen before. For now, from me, and from little Ted, and from Ollie over there, thank you so much for watching, and I really hope that this is something that interests you. We are going to help you get that job of your dreams. Oh, sorry, mate. Do you want to cuddle? We are going to help you get that job of your dreams. So hit like and subscribe. See you next time, guys.